Welcome back. We're chatting with Brenda Allen and some of the background stuff that you went through in your TV job. And
yeah, you were telling me how awesome I was today. So
you are
since
awesome.
I haven't done this since 1995 or something.
You know, Sandy's going to be watching. She'll when she gets back, she's TiVo'd this.
I know.
She's going to watch.
She better watch out.
I know.
I'm having too much fun sitting in this chair.
We're going to talk contract here after.
All right, sounds good to me.
Would you like to introduce our next guest? Since I
would love to, since you can't pronounce her name. And we're back with Ruth Apollonia. Yay! Glad to have you, Ruth. And she is the author of Annabelle of Anthony.
Anchony.
Anchony. Okay. See, I messed that up.
That's all right.
Anyway, that is the Burdens of the Mind is the title of her book. Correct. And what's the genre of this book?
It is, it's a novel, fiction. It takes place in the 13th century. Do you want me just to...
Sure, yeah, tell us about it.
So a little girl is kidnapped and taken to an island, and she escapes from her kidnappers. But then a man on the island finds her and raises her and teaches her how to survive on the island, how to defend herself, and then also he teaches her about what she's missing out from not being on the mainland. And
now,
as
is
far
this a
as, like,
deserted island, or is he on the island by himself? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So was he shipwrecked of some way?
Well, that it's kind of a mystery. You
kind of wonder.
Yeah, he's there for his own reasons.
You did that, but by design.
Yeah, he went there to try to escape some of the things that happened to his family. And there's a lot of twists and turns in the book, so I really like it.
So you want to jump to the very end and tell us what happens? No, let's not do that. Just
I think I want to read it. I love mysteries.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing is mystery.
Eventually, she gets off the island and she has to find her way back to her family.
Okay. So do we find out about the man? What happens to him along the way? Okay. Good.
And overall, I would say it's more of an adventure story, and it's also kind of a love story, and it's got.
Well, you got to have those elements in it. Yeah.
Now, Ruth, is this your first book?
This is, and Ruth Apollonia is my pen name, actually.
Okay.
But we want people to recognize that name when they see the book on the shelves, right?
That's right.
Yes.
We were talking earlier about the stage of where your book is right now.
Yes.
And since this is your first book, novel, how's that process been for you? It's been exciting, frustrating?
Yeah.
All the above, right?
Yeah. Production, meaning that's when editing begins, just started in May. So I'm really at the very beginning of it, so I don't know much about it yet. But I signed the contract in December, and then I turned the completed work in January. And then they scheduled me for May to start production. And so this month is copy editing.
Oh, so the book actually hasn't even been released yet?
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
This month is copy editing, which is looking at grammar and punctuation, that kind of stuff. Next month is conceptual editing, which it looks at the plot and character development and the innards of the story of the novel. And then there'll be cover design and layout. And
so it could be 6 months or more before it hits the shelves, maybe?
Yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be out in December.
Before Christmas, of course.
Yeah, I would really like that. And if not in December, then hopefully in January, sometime real soon.
You know, a lot of authors now are self-publishing, and you took another route.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well, this is actually Tate Publishing. When I first came down to southern Missouri, I was at the local library just looking up publishers and everything like that, because I would have no idea how to self-publish. So I was just looking up different publishing companies, and I found Tate Publishing, which is out of Oklahoma City. They're family-owned, and they're strong Christian background. And so I was like, you know what, this is it for me. So on the website, there's a place where you can upload a manuscript, but you can also just put in your information and have them send you more information. And I did that first, probably about 3 years ago, just to see, what they would say, what they would send back to me. And the next day, somebody called me from the company and just were saying, you know, we knew you put in your information. We just want to make sure that you got it, you received it. And so I was just like, this has got to be it. You know, they're just, it seemed so helpful and friendly. So in October it was, I turned in my manuscript, which was, in the story, it's the point from the beginning to where she's just about to get off the island. And it was probably like a fifth of the book. So it wasn't, and at the time I didn't have the whole thing written yet. So it was just about a fifth of it. And so I just sent that in just to see, you know, are they interested in it? You know, am I just kind of wasting my time here, you know, trying to think that I'm going to get it published? And then in December, they let me know that they accepted it.
Good. So at that point where they accept the book, then they put their resources to making it possible.
Well, they sent me a contract, and so I signed the contract and sent that in. And at that point, they sent out some information. I guess they have a list of the new contracts that have been signed, and that's where somebody from this saw my name, and so that's how they got a hold of me.
Good,
And for on their part, it basically all starts with production, so it's just like begun.
Well, this is exciting.
It is.
So maybe this December we can see you in
oh, I would love to come back
maybe
and
signing your book.
Yeah, and actually, you know, have it to be able to show you.
Right. Well, we certainly want you to come back when
thank you.
Cover artwork or whatever you want to do. You know, most of these publishing companies, they bank on you knowing that you're going to have book 2, 3, and 4. Is this a continuing character or?
Actually, yes. I've started writing a second book, but the publishers haven't asked for anything like that. It's just, you know, do what you want type of thing.
But the second one will be a sequel to this one, obviously.
I've started writing it, and they just have to be able to accept it again. You know, they say just because they take one doesn't mean they will take another.
Is this the first thing you've written, or have you written short stories in the past?
When I was in the 6th grade.
So this is one of your major. I mean, this is it for you, right?
Yeah.
And where'd the idea come from? From a girl being lost on an island?
Well, I was thinking about that because I knew you kind of mentioned that beforehand. And I think, because one of my goals in the book is to introduce people to the Catholic faith, and because a lot of people don't understand that Catholics are Christians, and it's kind of sad. So I want them to be more aware of that. And I read a lot of Jeanette Oak, her books, and she's Protestant, but I was just inspired by how she has these religious themes throughout.
I was just going to ask you if someone had inspired you to do this, or this type of work.
So especially her Love Comes Softly series. So I read them all, and they kind of that put like the twinkle in my mind about that. So
well, we want you to come back when your book is further along. This is a great introduction to our viewers out there to let someone know that someone that has an idea that can go through the process of maybe getting their works published.
Yes. I have a Facebook fan page, and it's Annabelle of Anchony, Burdens of the Mind.
Okay, and you brought a little prop. You want to make mention of that before you go?
Yes, I did. Because I felt bad because I didn't have a book to show. So I brought this, and this is a metal rose that was made up at Silver Dollar City in the blacksmith shop. And it actually inspired me to write a little bit towards the end of the book that is kind of pivotal to the plot. So I was going to leave that as a little intrigue for people.
Okay. So. Well, we are going to. This will be a little segue into maybe you coming back a little bit later on in the year.
Thank you.
So we'll keep in contact with you and let us know from time to time how it's going through your process, and we look forward to seeing you back again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ruth.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. I think what we're going to do now is the pet of the week. Do you want to flip for that? Or
No, I think you speak his language. I'm
Okay.
going to let you go
I
ahead and
speak dog language.
Yeah, I'm going to let you go ahead and interview
Okay.
the pet of the week.
Well, we're going to talk with Mary Ann Sherman from the Humane Society, and she's got, who do you have with you today? Chance. All right, we'll be talking with Chance in just a couple
So you're
minutes.
going to speak Chance language.
I'm going to speak his language.
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes.